Hi, I'm Durk Dehner, president of the Tom Finland Foundation, and we're doing one of our exit interviews with one of our artists in residence, the most recent one to depart, which will be just in a couple of days from now. And his name is Frédérick Gautier, and he goes by FCK.
Absolutely.
And this is how did you create this?
Well, FCK, I'm Frédérick. Frédérick is also a contraction of FCK. FCK also, I am an ex-landscape designer, and in architecture, it's a formula about concrete, how dry the concrete in 28 days, like a moon. And it's a formula in French. You can find on for example, my work on FCK. You say FCK/ceramic, and you have all from architect formulas. Mark online, for example, and my ceramic. This is funny, and it's also a way for me to say at the moment of time, fuck the system. So it was this too.
So it's very smart.
Three things.
Yes.
Three things.
So you've been here for almost 3 months, and you've had an enormous, almost exhausting program in that you've been really diligent from the day that you got here to almost the day that you'll depart in creating and showing and involving others in your and so Frédérick is a ceramist, a photographer, a filmmaker, and multiple other artistic endeavors. And what he's been involved with here is all three of those: filmmaking, photography, actually ceramics, but in a very much more involved way, in that he hasn't been solo working on your own ceramics. You have been pulling people from the community and inviting them to partake, number one, in being their own creators, in creating their own pieces of ceramics, and also pulling people from the community that you meet at coffee shops and just out in the neighborhood and at places that you discover, to get them to model with your ceramics in the pleasure park and elsewhere. And so it's been extremely interactive, and that's something that you really is driven by, right?
Yeah, I mean, in fact, my work is a little bit like that. I mean, I'm working alone in a huge studio in France, near Paris, and it's a way for me doing ceramics to go outside and to create my little factory that I'm doing on my side in my studio in Burgundy. Also, it's a way for me to work with people when I do a ceramic. Ceramic is always a way for me to meet people. We are going to talk about the guys that I met to be my model. This is my first time doing this in a project. But when I do a residency, it's a way for me to work with different people, like a little factory. I am my own boss. I work a lot. I used to work a lot. But of course, 3 months residency is so short. And when you do ceramic is a medium very complicated to work, very you need a lot of material, a lot of things.
Because you have to buy the clay.
You have to buy the clay.
You have to make something with the clay.
Yeah, you have to make it dry, and you have to make it burn 2 times. So this is the thing. And also, when you talk about a lot of people that I met, I also love to share my way to do ceramic. It's a way for me to learn to people ceramics. So on all my residency are open to make workshops. So I do that since now 10 years. I have done 12 residencies. This is my first residency that I didn't, where I applied, because usually I create my own residency. I found places in the world, Lebanon, France, Tel Aviv, and different places. And I go to monastery, to amazing concrete building made by top international architects. So here I applied to self-residency to work with tools to it. I create tools to it for the foundation. It was a way for me to be close to the community and to create a tool. I arrived here with 3 months working before with 100 kilos of ceramic. And the beginning, it was to use that with people that I will meet here in LA, in the district. I love to play. I didn't go so much outside this small district of neighborhood of Eco Park, and I met quite all of my people here in Eco Park. So and I invite them to be modern and to reveal themselves. I love to say that I'm doing tools to it. It's really plates for day to day, teapots for day to day, And then on this project, working with the house, the garden of the house, and also the house, Tom of Finland, and I said to people, even them, to dream it themselves, in fact. I didn't suggest anything at the beginning. I played with them, to taking pictures of them, and this erotic ceramic that I have created for the residency, and this erotic picture, yes, I've been done with these teams of models.
It's sort of wonderful, huh?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I mean, it activated something within them that got them so eager to participate and create that together with you.
Yeah, and I'm very happy because I met guys, I made guys, gay, trans, and also straight people who want to play with it, and girls and guys who. And my project now is finished, but I have so many people who say, "Oh, I want to come to do these pictures." So it's crazy. It has been done very, very fun, and this is, I think, something that I'm going to continue on another project about talking about more about erotism that I'm going to continue.
And so the eroticism was transposed into teapots and into bowls and different physical structures, right?
Yes, I mean, my work is always talking about architecture. I mean, all my objects are really, items are really like sculpture, but sculpture that you can use. My work is always it has to be used for day-to-day. A lamp, of course, is a lamp, but it's really a sculpture that I've done in Lebanon, for example. It's a concrete lamp, and you have to use it as a lamp. My plates, all the plates that I'm doing are quite big, are quite large, but the teapots also, but definitely they can be used. So for this project, yes, I used the carved body as an architecture, and I drew shapes inspired by
the cock
or parts of the body, not only
different parts.
Yeah, different parts, and not only, and so it was the deal, and to have also this opportunity to eat really in the plates that I have done all the time. I've done here a pasta dinner in the house, and we eat in my plates. Exactly like we eat in a casual plate, except that is more architectural.
Right. And so, how did you, how do you feel about the people that you touched, the people that created things are going to be coming tomorrow evening, right?
Yeah.
On Wednesday evening, between 6 and 9 p.m.
Yes, we have 30 persons tomorrow coming. They are coming back to take their objects. Tomorrow also I'm screening for the first time the clip that I've produced here. Thanks to Ming Sang, who helped me a lot on the last days because
Ming Sang is someone who's assisting you.
He's an artist, and the Gina Crow also. Anna Oxley, she's an amazing DJ, and she do the music. She scored the music for the party tomorrow, and she also scored the music for the clip. And I'm very happy about that. Yes, it's the first part of the clip. This clip is going to be edited by other people because I didn't have the time to bring them in the clip. But yeah, tomorrow night is all of that. And also I'm going to screen here my 10th other residency that I've done worldwide, and they will be also presented in videos in the house.
So people are going to be able to see other residencies that you've done.
Absolutely. Yes, it's like a clip of 5 minutes all the time, and people used to look at them. Yeah.
Well, that's really wonderful. So let's just talk a little bit about that's going to happen tomorrow evening.
Yeah. And
then what's going to happen to you next? What's going on in your future?
Well, I'm working on this project for these erotic pictures on a book. I'm working on a project since a long time in Bogota, in Colombia, and my next project I think is going to be Italy, Venice, to talk about a continent. Always my work is talking about, is it correct to say continent?
Yeah.
Continent and continent.
Country and continent.
Continent. No.
Oh.
No.
Content.
Content. It's always talking about content.
Yes.
And content and continue. I don't say that in English. Sorry. So yeah, and those in Venice is going to be bottle that you have. The cans that you have behind the jeeps where you put some gas. I'm going to do saying in 20 years. No gas in Italy, no gas everywhere, and so we are going to put wine in the containers. I'm going to do 50 containers for a company making wine in Venice, in front of Venice on the island, and it's going to be a project that we are going to see gondoliers carrying my bottles in Venice without any tourists, saying that in 20 years no tourists will be in Venice, and just people trying to distribute wine in my container, something like that. So it's always stories about my project.
So there's always a story.
Yeah, it's art. It's the total art. I'm doing everything. I'm doing the art. I'm doing all the things around, you know, the image, the posters, I mean, I'm coming from the movie. I'm coming from belonging from the movie industry, and I used to work yes, with video, photos, logos, layout. So this is my work. In fact, it's a mix.
So
it's a mix.
you're driven.
Mm-hmm.
You have this force within you that seems to be very, in that you always want to be working.
Yeah.
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 Has that been the case your whole life?
I think so, and yes, I think so. I mean, I love to work, I love to exchange, I love people, I love meeting people, I love to involve people, I love production. So this is my way to, I'm not ceramic like a traditional ceramic,
Right.
hidden in his behind his kiln. You know, this is not me. You know, I have to. If you don't give me a computer, if you don't give me a camera, I can't do any ceramic. It's a mixed, it's a global thing. You know?
Yes.
And people are really in the middle of it also.
Wonderful. So you've met a lot of people here,
Yeah.
and you've gotten very close to several of them, right?
Yes, I met very cool people. I would say 80% were so cool. I have also a few trouble, but it's perfect.
But
And
that's life.
yeah, that's life. And I think I had friends also. It became friends, and I'm waiting some of them in France in the next few months, definitely. So yeah, so absolutely. Usually my residence is this also. It's like meeting people, and then I'm going to start to continue to work and project with them. So yeah, this is a very good connection that I had here.
I have to comment that you were in the Kerwin Solarium room of the Tom House, and it's a very special room. And do you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm landscape designer, so I need view. I need absolutely having view. I need big landscape. It's why I was in Death Valley yesterday to open me about a large landscape.
How was that?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Are all the flowers blossoming?
Yes, and the water, and I love to work very close to water. I was 8 years ago to LA River. I mean, the water is really important, so I play with my plates in the Death Valley, in the lake, because now there you have
you went to the Salton Sea.
Yeah, the Salton Sea. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. So yes, and here the view of the house is crazy, and in this room, and yeah, to be close also to the green of the garden and everything, and this view of LA. This was really important. It was my smallest because we had not a nice weather all the time.
Yes, I mean let's.
You are not very happy about my clay.
No, I wasn't. But the thing that
yeah.
in the end, the thing that what we both did is we adapted.
Yeah, you adapted. Yeah.
We adapted to nature.
Yeah.
And so that's the way we worked.
Yeah, it's perfect. It was my smallest studio, I would say.
Yes.
But it worked. I've done projects there.
And you actually have, I think that, do you know how many pieces you've created while you've been here?
I mean, around, I would say around 30, something like that. Yeah, around 30 pieces. Yeah.
And from barbells, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Clay barbells.
Yeah, absolutely.
To teapots.
Yeah.
To gears.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, I've done a set of cock rings.
Yes.
Cups. A lot of cups too. Teapot, coffee pot.
This is amazing.
This is a teapot. Yeah, this is a teapot inspired by floor that in the garden here, and also these houses in LA made by Frank Lloyd Wright that I like very much, that we call the Maya house.
Yes.
With a print of concrete on the wall. So this is I used this fabric, inspired also by the house here. You use it like that.
Got it.
Like that.
So it is a teapot.
This is a teapot.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Practical and yet absolutely architecturally beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in regards to the viewer and that, is there any philosophical thing you want to share with your viewer about life?
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, yes, to do what you want to do. I decided one day to change totally my way to work, my way to live, and yes, and sometimes if you think that you are not in a good way, in a good to do things, I think we have to try to do our best to do what we want to do, and sometimes taking radical way to change our life, and then changing radically, because moving from the movie industry to go through to studying when at my age, when 10 years ago, 12 years ago, to be landscape designer. It was not very easy, but I mean, I do it, and finally I'm doing ceramic. It was not something that I will...
That you were planning.
Yeah, but it was going through the school at that time. I've done that, so it was perfect. So I think, yes, and I say that to people here, where all the time saying, oh, your life is amazing. I mean, my life, well, it's a lot of work, but to do it, you have to do it, and so you have to sometimes to take big decision in your life to change your life.
Yes, to change.
Yeah, and to take the risk and not to listen when people say, oh, it's going to be dangerous. No, if you want to do it, do it.
Well, I think that would be a good place to complete this.
Yeah.
Is on your statement about life.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Dirk, for all of that.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.